Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Babe Savage. I'm so happy to be coming to you today because I have something exciting I want to share with you. I hope everyone is doing okay today, and hopefully everyone can follow along with this particular call. I'm going to try to do this in less than 15 minutes, and let's see how I do, okay? I'm actually going to show you how easy it is that you can actually learn how to trade, okay? All you need to do is match up the colors. Okay. There are a few other components, with this software, but I want to show you. My goal today is just to let you look at the charts in a little bit of a less intimidating way, because sometimes when you get to this chart, you look at all these squiggly lines and stuff, and it's like, oh my goodness, what is all this stuff going on? What is all of this? Well, my goal today is to break it down for you to where now you look at the chart in a different way and you can actually start learning how to trade. Now, what I'm going to do today is not going to tell you exactly how to go in the market and, start making $1 million tomorrow. But what it is going to do is going to show you just I don't want to be too technical, but just showing you in a different light how it is that you can actually get into the market. Okay. So let's get a few of the basics out the way. Okay. Now, when you see these are called candlesticks. And candlesticks are like a measure in time in the market. Okay. Now, when we look at a candlestick right here, being that we see this 4 and this H says 4 hours, that means that each one of these candlesticks has taken 4 hours to complete. Doesn't matter whether it's small or large, it just means that it has taken 4 hours for this candle to complete. And when we see red, that means sell. When we see green, that means buy. When we see yellow, that means there's a little indecision in the market. There's a little indecision going on, and the market doesn't know what it wants to do at that moment. So we call that consolidating. Okay? So let me give you a quick visual. So market moving up, and it is green. Green, that means we're buying. Okay? When the market is moving down, we'll do one over here. The market is moving down. Sorry. Why does my little brush not want to work? Okay, market is moving down and it's red. Let's change this one to red too. Hold on. Wait just a second. Okay, now let's click on that and make that red. Okay, now the market is moving down and it's red. It's a sell. Okay, now when the market is moving sideways, the market moves 3 different ways: sideways, up, and down. When the market is moving sideways, that just means that it's consolidating. That just means it's going from side to side. It's stuck in a zone pretty much. It's not showing the momentum of a buy, and it's not showing a momentum of a sell. Sometimes the market is just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we'll see that in a moment, okay? So, up, green is buy, down, red is sell, okay? So, our candlesticks represent our buying and our selling, okay? Oops. Let's take that off. We don't want to draw anymore. We're just getting down to business now, right? Okay, let's get down to business. All right. Now, I want to show you how the market sometimes will just come straight down, okay? And sometimes they will go kind of, like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you see that the overall move is going down, right? Overall move is going down. Everybody can see that. It's definitely not going up, okay? Let's make it look a little bit cleaner for you. Oh, I'm sorry about all that. All right, here we go. All right. So we're going to look at the market, and we are looking at gold right now. Gold had a nice rally up today, but let's look at it when it actually went down into a sell. Now, I want to show you what you would have looked for to get in this particular trade. Okay? I want to show you what you needed to have. Now, in trading, we have certain things called confirmations. And confirmations are things that we want to have in place before we actually get into a trade. It's just like with anything in life. You want to have confirmations before you move forward with something. So, we're looking for a sell because we've analyzed the market and we know that we're looking for a sell opportunity, okay? Now, you'll learn all that stuff when you start trading with me or my team, but we're going to say, for the sake of doing all that, we're going to say we're looking for a sell. And I'm going to show you the confirmations that you need. Now, remember earlier I said red means sell, right? So, we're looking for red colors. That's what we need. Okay, we need red colors going all in the same direction, all lined up, and then we're going to get in the trade. Now look, we have a red triangle right here. We have a red line right here. And the next thing that we want to see is a red candle. Now we don't have one right here, and we don't have one right here or right here, but we have one right here. Okay, so the market has told us, hey, it's time for a sell. And then this red line is telling us, hey, you're in a downtrend. You're selling. Remember, red means selling. So we come right here and we see this red candle. We're like, hey, let me see if I have my other confirmations. So we go down and we look and let's see. Do we have a red bar right here? We do. We have red right here. We have red right here. And we have red down here at the bottom. So guess what? We can actually get into this trade. So we actually would have gone into our app on our phone or on our laptop, and we would have put in sell for XAU USD. And what is XAU USD? It is gold. So you are trading gold. So right here, we had all our confirmations. Let's put a line right here. Okay? Let's put a line right here. Now, we did not get our confirmations all right here. Okay, we didn't get them all right here, but what we did is we waited, okay, and we waited right here. We had our confirmations right here. So let's move that over to this candle right here, and let's see. We had red. Remember, we already got our red right here, and we got our red right here. Then we got our red candle. Then we got our red bar right here. Then our timing told us it's red, and our volume said red as well. We would have gotten in for the sell. So remember what I said earlier. Look what happened. The market tanked. Yes, it did go kind of up and down and a little bit up and down right here. But guess what? You came all the way down here for a nice drop. Okay? Nice drop. So let's see how that translates to money. We got into the trade right here. And let's say we rolled it down to here. Wow. That's 117 points. That is amazing. That's amazing. So, I'll show you what that translates to in money in just a second, okay? So, we could have set this trade right here, and guess what? We could have just wrote it down and we didn't have to come back and check it because we had all of our confirmations. We had our take profit set, which you will learn how to do. And we had our stop loss set, which if the market came back and went in the opposite direction, we would have had ourselves covered because we would have had our stop loss set. Okay. Now let's look back. Let's look at another pair. Let's look at a Forex pair. Let's look at GBP CHF. Okay, now we are going to look at some confirmations for GBP CHF. All right, so it was another sell right here on GBP CHF. So GBP versus the Swiss franc, Great British Pound versus the Swiss franc. Okay, and it was a sell right here at one moment. And how do we know it was a sell? We had a trigger right here. We had, hey. The market's telling us, hey, let's get into the market. Let's get, hey, here's a signal. How many signals do you get to make money in a day? I don't know how many you get, but I get several. Okay, so we get a red arrow right here. I mean, a red triangle right here. And we say, oh, okay, we don't have a red candle yet, but this is outlined in red. That means the sellers are coming into the market. So let's look. This next candle gave us a solid red candle. So let's see what happened. So we have our red candle. We have our red line right here showing us our trend. We have our red line right here. I'll move it over so you can see it. See? All right. And we have our red timing right here, DSS. And we have our red volume down here at the bottom. This line is red down here at the bottom. Okay? So that meant we could have gotten into a sell and we could have dropped down, and let's see what we would have made. Wow. 167 pips. Now 167 pips could have been $167. It could have been $1,670. It could have been $16.70. It really just depends on what you got into the market for. Okay, so it could have varied on what you could have gotten into this trade for in particular. Okay, now let's see. We have a buy right here. We have a buy right here. So the market signaled us to get into a buy. Okay, and it said, okay, hey, we're buying. Okay, well, let's look at what did I say earlier? We want to make sure we got our confirmations because we're not getting in the trade unless we got our confirmations, right? So we got a red triangle. We have, a green triangle. We have a green candle. We have a green bar with green EMA right here. Okay, and we have a green bar right here. We have a green on our DSS, and we have a green on our volume. So what are we doing? We're going to get in the trade and we're going to ride it. Now, we had a little bit of a pullback here. It's okay, because guess what happened? The market still rallied up to the top. Okay, in life you can, and you can very well have just wrote it up right here and gotten out right here if you know what you're doing. You have to be on my team to know how to do that. So, moving up, you could have gotten in trade and you could have gotten out here, or you could have rode this little pullback. This little pullback is nothing, and you could have gotten all the way up here. So let's see how much. We had gotten into this trade right in here. We're going to roll it up here. That's 156 pips. Okay? All from your phone or your laptop or your iPad. 156 pips. $15.60. $156. $1,560 or $15,000. It could have been anything. It really depends on what you would have gotten into the market for. Okay? So let's look at one that's not that didn't go well. Okay? Now we see the market told us, hey, you got a green arrow right here, a green triangle. You got one right here. But look what happened. Let's look down. Okay? We had this little bitty. I wouldn't have gotten in because that candle doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. That's one thing. And then moving down, we had a red candle right here. I don't like that. We had a red bar right here, and we had a green right here, and we don't have anything yet right here. This green is not over our yellow line. Let me make this bigger. So when we're looking at this volume down here, remember we're looking at green confirmation. But look, the green is actually below our yellow line. We don't want that. We want some big volume. We want it making a lot of noise. We want to be like this. And it's not yet. So we wouldn't have gotten into that trade. Okay? So moving forward, or moving back actually to look at back in time. Green, 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 and green. And we could have taken this for a nice little buy. So listen, I hope that makes it a little bit easier for you to look at a chart now and be a little bit less intimidated with looking at getting into trading. Please contact me so you can be on my team. I really hold your hand in this process, and my team is very, very, very helpful. Another one right here, green. We had to wait. We had green. We had green. We had green. We had green. Oh, it's a nice buy right there. Listen, before I go, I know I'm almost over my minutes, but I just got to see how much that was. Let's see. That was 187 pips. And I know you may not know what pips mean right now, but know that pips is money. Okay, and know that's something that you learn in our exclusive community. I would love to have you be a part of it. So please, please, please get back to me or get back with the person that shared this with you. We would love to have you on the team. I hope that this helped you a little bit in getting into the world of trading. We do not sit in front of these charts all day. We look at something, we get our confirmations, and we set it and forget it. So please get back with the person that shared this with you, or get back with me if it came from me. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side of money.